Welcome to another edition of Motherland. Do like and subscribe to help us build this channel. Today we'll be talking about the great African king who resisted British terrorism in the 19th century. Once in western Uganda lay the kingdom of Bunyoro, which at its time was one of the most powerful kingdoms in Central and Eastern Africa from the 13th to the 19th century. At the height of its strength, this once thriving kingdom was forced to engage in a long and bitter standoff against colonialism. This resistance spearheaded by the man known as KABALENGA. As king, KABALENGA saw a historical revival of his kingdom, led his people to several victories which helped them reclaim lost territories and increase food production and cattle rearing. Bunyoro was a center of iron smelting, Kibiro salt works, and an important trade center. KABALENGA was a war genius who fiercely resisted Western encroachment and attempts to colonize his kingdom and region in a 9-year war against British forces. In June 1872, he defeated Sir Samuel Baker's troop in Masindi, frustrating Baker's attempt to annex Bunyoro and the entire Lake Victoria region for the Equatorial Province. At the peak of the British offensive on Bunyoro, KABALENGA went into hiding in Acholi, and from there consistently led the Inyangari rebellion, which proved a great problem to the colonial powers. For 5 years, KABALENGA was able to successfully fight off the British, who had enlisted help from other countries such as Somalia and Nubia. The British burned down houses, destroyed crops, and introduced syphilis to Bunyoro people, killing 2.4 million people. At the height of the resistance, on April 9, 1899, KABALENGA was shot. His cattle were stolen by the British, wounded in the arm and captured alongside Kabaka Mwanga, his allied. He was betrayed by Andereya Luwangada and Simia Kakungulu, two Baganda's generals who collaborated with the British. Subsequently, he was sent into exile, first to Kimayu, and later the Seychelles Island in the Indian Ocean for 24 years, while his son Kitahimbwa, having little power as the kingdom was administered nearly directly by the colonial authority, was appointed king. After being granted permission to return home, KABALENGA died in Jinja on April 6, 1923 on his way back to Bunyoro from exile. His grandson never forgave the British for the atrocities done, calling them out to pay reparations. Well, this is where we stop on today's edition of Motherland. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this in order for us to build more content and put them out frequently for your enjoyment. Stay safe until we meet again.